G'day guys, AussieStig here. Today we'll be taking a trip to Waalwijk in the southeast of the Netherlands, where we'll be visiting QSP Products and checking out their full-size Subaru sim racing cars. These Subarus have been cleverly converted from real-world ex-rally cars. Ferdy, the owner of QSP Products, and his staff have done a great job retrofitting the two cars with Fanatec Club Sport gear. Let's start at the front of the car. A peek under the bonnet reveals a PC, neatly housed where you would otherwise expect to see the flat boxer power plant to be sitting. Moving on to the cockpit, the Fanatec controls have been expertly installed to replace their real-world counterparts. They definitely don't look out of place at all, and they're a perfect fit in the stripped-out rally cockpits. Upon first glance, you could be forgiven for thinking all that Fanatec gear is just factory-fitted standard equipment. The cockpits are decked out with a decent surround sound system, and it certainly adds to the atmosphere once seated in the snugly fitting race seat. Just as in a real-world rally car, there are two seats fitted in the cockpit, so you can take someone along for a virtual ride. QSP uses R-Factor 2, Project Cars and Richard Burns Rally as their main software titles. Video-wise, the three 55-inch screens are mounted to a custom triple monitor stand, which allows for the screens to be brought quite close to the car's actual windscreen. With the bonnet cam view, I was able to achieve a decent field of view. It's not every day that you can actually climb into a real rally car and go sim racing. For this very reason, these simulators have something up on all other standalone cockpits and race seats I've been lucky enough to try recently. With Stefan's help, I lowered myself into the snug-fitting racing seat. Looking at the car's racing controls and glancing out over the dash at the large triple screen setup, I asked Stefan to fire up R-Factor 2. We then chose the Nissan GTR Nismo and the Suzuka GP circuit to go and blast around. I also tried Richard Burns Rally in the sister car, which was very cool as well, and totally different in terms of driving style and feel. All the guys at QSP really love rallying, so unsurprisingly they are quite adept at driving these sim cars quickly. I had such great fun watching them blast through the forests of Finland in their Scoobies. The Fanatec Club Sport equipment was a real pleasure to use in this environment. The shifter had a really nice positive feel to it, as did the steering wheel's force feedback. After a little tweaking, I had the controls functioning just how I'd like them to. All in all, I spent a good couple of hours behind the wheel of this unique simulator. It certainly was an experience I won't soon forget. QSP does have several open house days per year, and should you be in the area, it is well worth a visit to check out these simulators, as well as Ferdy's extensive model car collection, which numbers in the thousands. It felt quite surreal to sit in a stationary car and still be travelling at over 260 km an hour on the circuit. It was a lot of fun to be able to take these life-size simulators for a spin. Not having really known much about QSP prior to my visit, I was surprised at the scale and scope of the premises. Their core business is catering predominantly to the Subaru autosport and tuning communities. They also have a really great in-house race prep workshop and rolling dyno, specialising in Subaru rally cars. Also, the company has recently moved into the aftermarket tuning sector and has a range of tuning parts for Subarus as well as other brands and models. Some of their products can and do make the crossover from real world to sim racing applications. I really enjoyed my time at QSP Products, and I would like to thank Ferdy and his staff for making me feel so at home and allowing me the opportunity to try out their awesome simulators. Hope you guys all enjoyed this talk and drive video. Stay tuned for more to come from AussieStig.